As you can see by the title, we're doing a random party, a random skills run. Because I like doing really stupid runs. We're doing a little Act 1 Infernal. So let's go ahead and get started with a random party.
A random seed.
Oh my god. What is this party?
Supplication at the altar of the unknown.
What is this party? Alright, this might be a quick run. Alright, so here's how we do the random skills. We use this thingy. This will randomly select my 5 skills. We want to roll more than 5 dice, actually. Alright, so 2, 4, 8, 11, 8. Obviously, we can't do 2 8s. 2, 4, 11, and 8. Alright, that's pretty bad start. Alright. We're gonna have to roll another dice. Well, let's roll 10 dice. And then it'll go left to right. What skill we'll use? Alright, 10. Alright, well, this is obviously a Warlock back row build. We'll come back to that. Alright, first 5 skills left to right. 5, 7, 6, 10, 9. Alright, well, this is really bad. This is a really bad start. Yeah, this will be a quick one. What are these random? 10, 3, 6, 11, 8. 10, 3, 6, 11, 8. Okay. And we'll do Plague Doctor. 11, 4, 4, 5, 7, 2, 4, 5, 7, 11. Alright, looks like a physician build to me. Alright, a little physician. So I see the line. We can get rid of this now. I see the line. I don't think it's good. I don't know. Well, we don't stress heal and we don't do damage. It's very strange. This is going to be an orphan. This will be... I don't really want Night Sworn. The thing is, this build does nothing. This Grave Robber literally does nothing. This pirouette and dies. Alright, and you're gonna be there. Maybe we just spam Glint in the Dark. Like, pirouette isn't even a thing, right? Pirouette's pretty bad with this specific setup. I guess we'll have it on our bar. So basically, our Grave Robber isn't going to do anything ever. Now the question is, do we want Warlock? That's really scary with the HP. This team has no HP. But we might need the damage. That's just not enough HP. Especially with all the burn. It's really the only way to do damage, though. Lots of prevention is like our only way of doing stuff. So basically we're just a backdraft build. Firestarter into backdraft. That's our damage, basically. So that means we actually can't go to the Sprawl, even though the Sprawl is very good. Anyway, we're going to start. I don't think this run will get very far. I can't see it getting too far. But I've been wrong before.
The leaves fall, never to grow again.
That's like one of the worst setups you can get, I think. We would actually be lucky to get negative relationships to lock in different skills. I don't know how I handle that as far as rules go. Obviously, you have to equip the different skills.
The more they have to hold on to, the harder
damage.
they will fight.
Should have put burn res there, I guess. You'll get a favorite toy. Will you? That's a little bit of extra burn. Because you're just backdrafting, right? You're not doing that much burn directly.
When all is lost, we cling to what we can remember.
Not the greatest memories, not the worst memories. All right. Now we run the valley. The very long, very quiet valley. So we definitely, I mean, we would want to go, obviously, to the Sprawl. We just don't do damage there without application. We definitely want food. I always like opening up with food.
Scavenge what you can and be off once
The biggest problem is Audrey. I don't know what to do with Audrey. Glint is not a skill. I mean, we have Dead of Night to and Repartee to dodge tank, but I mean, that's not good. It's certainly not a good use of our time and energy. So do I upgrade backdraft right away? Probably. Upgrade backdraft, upgrade stars. I think we need stars upgrade to do any damage to any team.
Shatters incoherently, but his prices remain fixed.
Pipe weed is good. Stunning poultice is good. Pipe bomb is good. And we peace out. Kind of weird to think of backdraft as like our only damage. That really, like, we do need to head to the Sprawl. We can't do the Librarian, I don't think.
The point of no return welcomes you with open arms.
All right, Twitch, thank you for the dropped frames. I think I'm going to continue streaming on Twitch and YouTube. See which I like better. I'll be honest, I've been enjoying YouTube. It would be kind of nice to have a second option, though. On this fight, we're not going to do the backdraft stuff. I'm just going to go for it. It's kind of crazy that he has, like, nothing to do. All right, well, if we crit every time, that actually makes her valuable. Healing. Yeah, I guess we're not doing damage with... We're literally not doing any damage with Paracelsus, actually.
So much worse in store.
This is actually perfect. Alternatively, we could upgrade Mag Rain. The thing is, we don't have application. We really need... We need like a Nomad's Wagon, I think, to... so we don't have to go to the Sprawl, because we're not good in the Sprawl. But we can still pick up burned application trinkets, because that's what we really need.
There are yet places such as this, where a little light still gathers.
Alright, put on our
Each
Infernal Flame before I forget. Infernal Flame really hurts too. Minus Hospitals is kind of sad. But I'm not doing the Shroud. Especially not with this team.
Rain, resignation and death. This land is truly barren.
Probably should be Clouding Poultice, but I don't know if we can really afford to waste money on that. This is actually pretty good too. I don't know who we use it against though. Like, this is a good boss killer with our setup. Well, if no hospitals are in this region, then it's probably fair. Yeah, see, this is not good HP. I probably should have not picked Warlock. I think I had to pick Warlock though.
The means of mastery.
Alright, do we upgrade? Glint's like actually not a terrible upgrade either. This is just such a big impact upgrade. That's like our only damage with this particular speed setup. Probably should have our fast character have stuff. Yeah, we have... Well, Audrey doesn't have minus. I think that's it. I think we can get through the Tangle. I don't know how much further we get past that, though. This is like really, as far as random teams, this is about the worst you can roll. Random skill, like it. When this would be a good team if it had skills, but we only have offensive skills on basically one hero. Turn order is going to be a weird thing too. Like the last time I did a successful backdraft build,
War
I used...
rewards only resignation.
Alright, we don't want to do road fights. Wow, promotion to my channel? That's pretty pog. All right, we kind of want to go right side, right? I don't like the cultism counter, but no road fights, question marks can be good stuff. I don't really want to do like lairs or any of this nonsense.
Reality comes asunder before our eyes.
All right, well, at least we get stealth and blind. All right, the traditional cultist encounter should be fine. Dodge tokens are kind of a problem, right? don't know if I can afford to repartee. And then we don't do anything for the rest of the fight. Or pirouette, I mean. But we can repartee, actually. Oh, this is a little awkward. I think I stole fire starter. We can spaghetti. Basically got to get lucky with this commune. Is the plan. We did not.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
See, if we miss that mag rain, then we're basically done. What do we do here? Do we go ahead and pirouette? Just for the YOLO? I wonder what this backdraft does. 2x3. 9 damage. Sure. No, I think we pull you forward. You will die.
A brilliant conclusion.
The goal is to pull you forward so they can't do one of their good attacks. Oh yeah, we lose spaghetti with pirouette as well. Yeah, pirouette's not a good skill. For this comp specifically. It's weird, like I literally have 2 heroes that do damage. It's kind of confusing figuring out what the correct play is. Honestly, we could just remove those now. It'd be an actual case of something valuable.
Collaboration confers.
I think we'll go with dots though. Sure. It's actually pretty bad. Alright, we'll go for the one person that can actually be targeted. Problem is you don't have offensive skills. Mag rain is basically all you can do. Do we have time to smoke screen? Because we are gonna, we probably do. Could have also been a ransack. I guess that's basically the same. I guess this doesn't really do anything for us. Alright, we ransack. Could also be controlled burn, I guess. Basically the same.
And carelessness. Hallmarks of the unprepared.
Can get a heal in. They're still blind, so.
Relief comes rarely in these times.
Man, Physician really could use the healing boost ahead of Surgeon. There's really not any reason for Surgeon to have the healing boost. Alright, so what did we learn from this fight?
Though unpleasant in the extreme.
We learned that this is a bad build.
Is noble and necessary. The loathing abates.
Now we do some question marks. I don't know why any of these people would want to go to the lair, but that's a definite no. So dodge definitely hurts this team. I mean, there's a lot of things that cause problems for this team, right? All right, we can run or we can run. Sure. At least we got a +2 out of that. We don't really want to run because we need loot, but also we don't win fights, so.
It is low indeed, to profit in destruction.
Oh, team is a problem. Sturdy too? Oh no.
Malaise.
3x3.
Measured and steady.
Unfortunately, you went first, so. Alright, so that basically ruins everything. We're going to eat a big attack here. I'm going to go ahead and blind here. Stop him from using finishing blow. Or attempt to stop. Alright, Shell Shock is better than the alternative, so can't be mad about that. Unfortunately, we can't reach with Glint in the Dark. So we're going to have to take this corpse to stop them from using their major attack. It's a questionable move. It's actually probably a bad move, I would say. I should have healed there. I probably should have killed.
Only upon each other.
I guess there wasn't a lot of opportunity to kill there. This is basically the only opportunity to kill. Repartee. Actually getting value out of repartee. Kinda funny. Backdraft does 3 damage. Or it does 5 damage. Could kill here though. I think we go ahead and take that kill as well. And then we'll take the heal.
And effective.
There's only one of them left, it's fine. Man, I hate dodge tokens. Dodge tanking is not it. Alright, we can comfortably pirouette here. Guaranteed to kill. I guess we're guaranteed to kill anyways. We should have done something different.
In crisis,
Healed, probably.
No gain is insignificant.
Alright, academic study could give us something valuable. You never know. Alright, we probably take this. Doesn't really matter who. Rummager.
Unexpected find.
16 relics. Great. Fantastic. It actually is okay. In this instance, at least. We actually don't have any road battles left if we don't want to. I don't know if I want to do another cultist.
Put it to good use.
Right, that's a good trinket. I guess we probably do want. Ooh, we do not fare well against
Resigned to the end of things.
creature dens.
They waited for death. And still they wait.
Yeah, backdraft build really needs Jester. I mean, so many things can be valued with Jester. I like this to get the unfriendly. Although this would be good too. Also, he has... This is actually one of the better comps. It's not good, but it's not the worst. That's good because fetch is terrible. We do have spaghetti, which is nice. Interesting. You can backdraft here, guarantee a kill. We also guarantee a kill with spaghetti, though. So I actually think I'd take a kill here. Again, backdraft not being interesting. I guess neither of those are kills. Glint is, though.
On to the next.
Alright, now we can take backdraft, I guess. God, the cooldown being a thing is kind of weird. Kind of hurts our team. Alright, they're dead on their turn, correct? Alright, get my ounce buff up in preparation for finishing off this fight. I forgot about Orphan ruining things. I didn't want to pull him forward because I wanted to be able to use artillery. I'm going to go ahead and glint. That does not secure a kill yet. Alright, this is not ideal. Alright, does this mean I get a full turn because they ended on round end? No. I think that used to be a thing, right? Or am I just misremembering? I kind of want to get rid of these spiders first, if possible. That might have been a use case for our item.
Steady yourself.
See, that could cause lots of problems. Yeah, we go ahead and finish you off.
A trifling matter.
He can eat now. That's actually kind of a problem. Go ahead and strip a token. Ooh, that's bad.
The slow suffering begins.
Alright, basically everything about this is bad now. We also can't burn. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this corpse. Because we cannot burn it away. And we want to get rid of it, obviously.
Haste and carelessness.
We have to take the heal, of course.
Of the unprepared.
Sure, keep targeting the same hero. I guess they kind of have to. Alright. That's the end of the run. Nope, not the end.
fight through the fatigue.
All right, we can repartee. Kind of wish I took those dots before. But sure.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Dodge tokens. Hello. Dodge tokens. Hello. Would be nice if we had dodge tokens. That would contribute to our effort to win. But unfortunately, that's not a thing, apparently. All right, is it time to pirouette? No, it's not time yet. This is actually bad. I think we just put up a burn. That was a bad idea. I probably shouldn't have tried it. I want to get rid of the corpse. I'm not making great decisions here. Wow, that is not at range yet. All right. Well, we got to heal here. Problem is these are both bad. She does have absinthe, but it's also not... This is not ideal.
Slow suffering begins.
Man, we cannot... I'm not going to chaotic offering, though. I don't think I can. I don't think I can afford to do so. I think I have to ransack, though. Just to try and get the death's door. And I think we have to rain. Well, we are out of options, so of course we have to rain. Alright, we really need to generate.
A little help in
Basically all we're waiting on is generating a 33% chance token. Alright, you're one off death's door.
Collaboration confers advantage.
Alright, we gotta push to death's door. Although I think healing is fine, actually. For a crit heal. Man, that's a lot of bleed. Now we can push you. Death's door. You unfortunately can't do anything. Alright, 12 rounds. Actually relatively healthy. Interesting team. That's 2 mastery. That's pretty good. Early creature den reward. Did we get any mastery from that? I don't remember. We're not using mop and bucket. We should equip bandages though. Especially with Alhazred running around. We'll go ahead and do the cultist. Skip out on the road fight. It's highly likely they have similar rewards. This is just better. Better value. I mean, similar difficulties, not similar rewards. All right, shuffle is good. All right, pirouette would be cool. All right, what are the chances we kill here? Just have to high roll. I think it's worth a shot, I think. Unfortunately, we did not get the correct roll or the correct turn order.
The enemy weakens.
All right, that's good. You're dead. You're trapped way in the back for a while. All right, we don't know what order they're going to be in yet. You're now death's doored. Spaghetti is now very strong. Wrong way around, but that's fine. I think we backdraft here, take this guaranteed kill. This still has to be managed. We'll go ahead and prevention here.
Empowered, emboldened.
We're honestly just waiting. We really can't afford to. All right, a crit is a bad thing. All right, you're now on death's door. It's a good start. Well, you can heal, but you can also attack right now. Likely dead. You don't have any way to handle stress. That's actually potentially an even bigger problem.
Cut down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
All right, we just mosey on over to the question mark. Decent hoarder location. Why did I stop? Hello? Alright, so a lot of problems with this team. Not a lot of solutions. Should probably just keep that. I will keep that. Good stuff. 3 relics.
What is real, holding back fits of
Still can't
laughter
afford baubles because we haven't
tears.
actually gone anywhere. Poultice doesn't really do anything. Maybe I'll buy this. Seems like a pretty mediocre purchase. All right, we have space again. Now all we got is one more. It is kind of sad we didn't really get much from the hoarder. Or not the hoarder, the cultists. We're only going to leave the region with 4 mastery. Even after doing a decent amount of fights. Triple cultist and creature den. Alright, this is going to be the biggest problem of the century. It's actually best case scenario there. Interesting, did not move.
The slow suffering begins.
But the question is, do we ounce here? Or do we just burn? Do we burn, baby, burn? Too much resistance. That is not ideal. Alright, we're spaghettiing, so... I guess we target here. We don't really have anything better to do with our time. Naked blind is fine. Just need one more good hit to go. Get you taken care of. You can't be healed yet, so we just blind back row. Alright, that's good. Nice miss. But that is pretty scary. Thankfully, our friend the Plague Doctor is moving next. 11 by 5 is pretty good. Yeah, this doesn't guarantee. We have to take the guarantee.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Alright, ransack here for the burn. Nice burn. Brate is actually pretty decent. I mean, it's not decent, but it exists, I guess. Problem is they can still blood bond from this position, right? That's the main problem. Nice resist. Free HP. I think I do have to offering if I want a chance. I don't mind pirouetting here. Go ahead and nuke this position. Free kill. We'll heal.
Relief comes rarely in these times.
Hopefully we get our roll.
Savor it.
I mean, we don't have any way to solve stress. So at some point we are just going to lose the run. We'll just get whittled down to nothing. The goal is for that to happen later rather than sooner. This way I can actually get to death's door. That'll give us a chance at a roll.
Sweat-soaked brows, unsteady stances. Exhaustion takes hold.
I mean, honestly, I'm impressed we made it out of Region 1.
We are the flame, burning brightly.
There's only,
for all
honestly,
the world
oh my
to
god,
see.
really? Really? God, I hate this skill, though. That's not even good, right? Like, minus 50% healing? I don't think I can afford it, minus 50% healing. I guess we have vapors and ounces. Like, I think these would have to be guaranteed. I don't think I get... It's just bad, right? Like, not being guaranteed means it's really bad. Like, if I had science, obviously, it'd be a different story. But we don't have science. We did not use any items. Can go ahead and equip this. Alright, so stress is a problem. How do we solve stress? We don't. I mean, we do have Firestarter, which gives us crit. That's not really a long-term type of deal. It's basically kind of a get lucky scenario. And we didn't get enough loot in that region either for it to be a thing.
The fire is lit. The table is set. The inn awaits its favorite guests.
All right. Fine, fine, and fine.
Everywhere in ruin. Everywhere in need.
Clear out the lair. How do we beat the lair? That is the question. Honestly, I'm gonna cheat. I never do this in my challenges.
A glint in the shadows. The hunter is here.
Alright, we're cheating.
Precious relics remind us of a time before the end.
And we did not receive any food. Oh wait, we did receive food. Do we want to buy the one heal too? Sure. We forgot to use this with the Grave Robber. I'm still going to use all my items, unfortunately. That was just an oversight on my part. Problem is, you're already friendly with everyone. Wait, they're already maxed? I thought it was the other one that was maxed. Alright, well, we wasted those then. Which is fine. Use that later. We really don't want to be slow.
Each improvement, a new variable in the equation of your fate.
Right, the question is, what do we actually do? And I do not know. We are taking the boss this region. We can force this, right? We're at 12. There's Celsius and Occultist. There's a relationship forced. So everyone that's active has a relationship. Audrey's the only one left out.
Listen, practice, improve.
Could go all in on fire. Seems like kind of a bad idea. Smoke screen's pretty good. The problem is, what do any of these moves do? I mean, this is good, right? It's either offering, weird, or smoke screen. Controlled burn is pretty good as well. All right, respect.
Tried and tested.
Very
Above
respectful.
to be counted on.
Neither of those matter. Respectful. That kind of matters.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Hey. Nothing matters. We haven't chosen what our bounty hunter has yet. Hurlbat would actually be interesting. But I think I want to keep him in rank 3.
Crop grows on
Or rank 2. I don't think he works anywhere else. Alright, do we want to pull anyone? Alright, finish him. Probably. Can't use no escape. Finish him, he's good. Bodyguard actually has use here. Stare down probably has more use though. Do I actually want to mark for death? This all seems very bad. The Jinx. Maybe we do want bodyguards. I mean, stare down's probably enough. Does have a cooldown, but alright, where is this lair? Take this left-hand path to the lair.
If you hope to heal, you have chosen wisely.
Oh, I definitely hope to heal. Mostly I hope to buy some healing salves. What do I want to get rid of?
And muscles burn.
Bad digestion's pretty bad.
Requires attention.
I don't think I bother though. I think I want to.
Tonics, tinctures, and remedies. The science of hope.
Oh my god, creature den's like the worst option we could get here. Definitely do not need a creature den right now.
The slow suffering begins.
Alright, spaghetti, I suppose.
Haste
Not like we have a lot of options.
carelessness. Hallmarks of the unprepared.
But the question is, what? Probably don't need to set up anything. Like setting up backdraft probably isn't a thing in this scenario. Nice blind. Nice sturdy. Go ahead and rain on your parade. Yeah, maybe just collect your bounty. Stare down is also a thing. 13 of 13. 19 of 19. Do we just take this kill? It's actually interesting. It's a guaranteed kill. Do we blind? Do we... Nice whiff. Go ahead and guarantee that.
Variable, easily resolved.
Go ahead and keep you smoked out. Then we're guaranteed to kill with Burning Stars. $24 to $36 is respectable damage. See, if we could just keep Bounty Hunter the whole time, we'd be good. It'd be GG.
The one pleasant
Seems like a good plan to me.
This work is
Just keep
noble,
Bounty Hunter permanent in your party.
necessary.
We're not even using him correctly. But that's because we don't actually know how to use him because we never play him. So 1,600 hours, by the way. Alright, do we want to do this fight? Looks like we're doing the fight no matter what. At least we get some stealth and blind out of it. I mean, we survived the first creature den, so... We have Bounty Hunter now. Why are we going first? What are these speed rolls? Back row combo doesn't really work for me. Guess we'll just stun. Sure. Forget that we spawned with the Jinx. Should probably make use of that in some form or fashion. Now we'll go ahead and burn this thing down. That's death. Oh, and that's not death. Did they resist that? Must have. Because we upgraded it, right? So it's a 4x3 now? You didn't
Cooperation is the key.
receive it. Oh. Goodbye. Is backdraft good? No, but it's fun. A good time to put up ounce of prevention. Unfortunately, he has a chance to eat, but
Collaboration confers advantage.
I mean, what are we gonna do, right? Now the question is, what do we do from here? We could stare down. We could YOLO here. YOLO is probably a bad option. Honestly, I don't mind if he eats again. Actually preferable.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
They're about to obliterate you. I guess that's not enough damage. I mean, that's a lot of burn. I guess this is enough damage. Now we just need the death check.
An unavoidable end.
Probably should be using stare down more often. Would be ideal. Gonna go ahead and ransack just to guarantee the kill, I think.
Messy, but effective.
You basically can't do anything. That's fine. And by fine, I mean it's definitely not fine.
Another impediment cleared with impunity.
All right, another chance to burn. Oh, no, it's not. I guess we did that last turn.
Steady yourself.
Unfortunate that uses that, but maybe it should have been here. Probably the correct play. All right, this means a big backdraft. Should be a kill here, right? Well, I guess with the burn, it's a kill. Before you get in action. It's acceptable to me. An acceptable outcome. And backdraft definitely has potential with a real build. Obviously, this isn't a real build. Oh, you're dead in 2 turns. Wow, wait, really? What's your base stun resist? 40 plus 40? Alright, sure. Fair and balanced.
A trifling matter.
Alright, that strips a token. That's pretty good. You're dead next turn. Let's see, you're a... Oh, you have the thing. Guess you have to heal yourself then.
Fight through the fatigue.
This is the only thing that actually does something. We're gonna blind. That is not a blind. I think we have to do this to stop him from eating. I mean, I know we have to do it to stop him from eating, but I think stopping him from eating is the correct play. Oh wait, they die. That was the bad move then. I completely forgot about that.
The smallest variable.
Should have been a heal then,
The difference.
but it's fine. We're surviving.
We are the flame, burning brightly for all the world to see. The loathing whispers.
The question is... British Brat. Yo, what is up? You walked into a fantastic run with the worst possible team ever constructed. How did your run go? I was there at some point. Yeah, we're running kind of a backdraft build.
laden with
Like I said,
echoes
this
of
is
indistinct
totally
ideas.
random. Totally random team. I guess we leave. I guess I should. So random skills as well. Every single skill randomly selected. Obviously, I would never do this build otherwise. Yeah, we have Backdraft, Firestarter, and a bunch of moves that don't make sense. We have a Grave Robber, but I put her to the sidelines because I actually want to kill a boss. Our Grave Robber literally does nothing with the skills she has selected. We at least have a decent Occultist. Then we have a Physician. We have Mag Rain plus, what's this, favorite toy? Basically, Backdraft is all we're doing. And somehow we're in Region 2, so...
Is it not?
It's working, I guess. So the Grave Robber has Absinthe, Dead of Night, Pirouette, Glint in the Dark, and Repartee.
Plague eaters.
So she literally does nothing.
Tainted crop.
Alright, Brett, thank you for the raid. This is the first stream I've done in probably like a year on Twitch. I am normally a YouTuber. For those of you who... You've probably seen me in his chat. Hold on a sec. My bot is literally not working. Should probably turn the bot on if you want it to work. Anyway, I'm mostly a YouTuber, but I've decided I should probably do streaming stuff. I'm going to try it out on Twitch and YouTube. Obviously, I already have an audience on YouTube. But it's probably good to have audience in multiple places. Anyway, on my YouTube, I do guides and stuff, but I also mostly do really stupid runs like this. Random parties, random skills, random runs. Alright, well that is a kill. I suppose we take it. We'd rather we need to speed on our Runaway, I think. So she can do Firestarter first and get her crit up. That's really the only way she does. I don't even know if stunning there is correct. We need to figure out the lady in the back. I have made Orphan work before. Or not Orphan, Runaway. Should probably just put a bounce. I have made Backdraft work before. But that was with a Jester, so I got multiple actions per round. We actually managed to kill Act 2. That was in January, I think. Last time we did that. Well, we've already used Backdraft. Backdraft wouldn't have done it anyways. Question is, what do we do now? Probably just ransack. Should secure a kill here at least. Should probably be utilizing stare down more often, but I kind of like just doing damage. The thing is, the bounty hunters really are only damage right now. At least consistent direct damage. Oh, this is a big problem with all these corpses lying around. Alright, thankfully we got good RNG. She chose not to. Alright, only a crit kills here. Probably better to blind. Alright, that takes care of this fight for the most part. Except blinds never work, so that's fine. Man, I hate Warlock sometimes. I'm not going to bother Chaotic Offering. The fight's basically over. This is the problem with Warlock. They don't actually, if you don't have, at least, I guess in like a real build, a real build would have something valuable, like stab, that you could do. Or the curses at least. This is the one that does death blow ignore, right? Yeah.
The past is gone. Let it die.
Galvanizing Goblet. It's too bad we don't do Blight. It's probably still good with... Ethereal Dust is good with Backdraft. Mag Rain.
The loathing festers.
I still don't know exactly what we do against the baby. This is like the only boss we actually kill though, so we have to do the baby. We've yet to do the sluice as well. I don't know if I actually do the sluice. Oh, that's bad. Hastened enemies. Ransack here is actually good. Force them to be out of order.
The fiend's strength.
That resist is very bad. Probably do stare down to force attention here. Still not going to use Laudanum here. No reason to. We're dead in 2 turns. Unfortunately, we're not fast enough, I don't think, to actually ever win this speed roll. What's your base speed? 12. I guess theoretically we could. Yeah, I think we stare down. Get a taunt up. We don't care about bounty hunter stress. Alright, you're dead on your turn. You're dead on your turn as well, right? Yeah. Alright, everyone is dead on their turn. Is there anything we can do to mitigate? Not really. I mean, we can heal here, I guess. Could theoretically use Laudanum here. Your speed is 4. Lost Souls speeds are 6. I think we saved the Laudanum.
A petty hindrance.
Alright. It's baby time. We do have heals. We have burn. The problem is the baby moves, so backdraft isn't really a thing.
To your redemption.
I never use Anchoring Charm. I kind of hate Death Blow Resist. My problem with Anchoring Charm is the buffs. It's similar to my problem with Poet. Move and Stun Resist are not like universal skills to have. I don't actually know who I want this on. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so we have heals. Do we want 2 heroes with heals. Probably anti-venom is better, at least in this scenario. I would say check skills, but we're using random skills, so checking skills won't do anything.
Beware what awaits you inside. The landowner's manor.
All right, we finally got a good setup.
The child's cries.
Go ahead, fire starter into mag rain. We're going to eat some damage. A lot of damage.
Insidious fears.
Wait, that takes crit token too? I don't actually know which moves take tokens. Like, I know, what is it, Clarion Call does?
Malaise, measured and steady.
Alright, I kind of want to stare down. But also, I think we just take a kill, if we can. That is definitely not a kill. Alright, this is a guaranteed kill, but you're already dead in 2 rounds. This may not be aggressive enough. Alright, this is getting very bad. Very sketchy, very fast. Seems a little odd because it doesn't actually do anything. Like, these are both dead in 2 turns. I think we go with Ounce and then see where we're at.
Empowered, emboldened.
I hope you can move too. Thankfully you can.
This is no time to falter.
I'm not going to use... If I can, I'm going to save my salves and whatnot. Oh, you got healed. Alright. You definitely need to go this turn. We're going to rain because we definitely want...
The fiend's strength dwindling.
That's 3 deaths this turn. And then dead in 2 turns here. Will you stare down to force? I think he can... Yeah, he can only hack. So we'll force him to hack me with a weak token.
A steady subtraction, an invariable result.
Alright, I guess we can heal because you are dead on your turn. The question is, where does the heal work best? You guys are even HP, but you're a frontliner. Okay. 0 bleed. Classic occultist. Is there any reason to have you go? Not really.
Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
Like I said, I think we're fine to keep our heals. Alright, we definitely need to use our heals in this fight. We can't really use Chaotic Offering. That might be a really good reason to use.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Alright, that's pretty bad. 19 and 19, that's not bad. Off a 4x3. I don't think I used Firebomb though. Firebomb would have been a kill, right? But I think I have to use Firebomb. Alright, that's a bad idea. Guaranteed death's door. Oh, we should have healed there. I don't know why I didn't heal there. Especially since it's an invasive species.
The greatest test of all. Dragged back from the brink.
4 bleed. Alright, we are actually not going to win this fight. Got a Mother Embrace and kill.
No setback.
Or we just get good RNG every round, I guess. No problem with that. Probably should have forced there. Who has the... Did I only go with... Yeah, I went with anti-venom. I forgot I went with anti-venom instead. Alright, we'll force a kill here. Hopefully we get our mag rain up before one of them eats. And we won't. I think I have to do this to try and get a kill.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Oh, wait. I didn't look at the regen. I thought that was less regen. Alright. Mistakes were made. Alright, we YOLO here. Go ahead and stare down. I don't know if he's allowed to eat when I'm taunted. Probably is, right? He didn't, thankfully. We definitely have to mag rain here.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Man, I cannot buy a heal here. I think we stun. Apparently we don't stun.
A calculated generosity.
Alright, this is a big danger now.
But a welcome one nonetheless.
We're just not doing... I feel like I have to do that. Do I kill the corpse? I don't think killing the corpse actually does... The problem is we're not guaranteed to kill the corpse. Right? I think we just pray. Alright, good RNG there. Alright, this fight should be handled for the most part. I gotta go for the kill instead of healing. I think we take less overall damage than a random heal. It is a crit heal.
Yields morbid gains.
I'm still going for it. This is a very bad idea, by the way. The problem is this team doesn't beat any other bosses.
Born to a corpulent, half-eaten mother, the child is a ravenous avatar of degeneracy.
Alright, the back meat's going first. That's kind of bad. It's actually not that bad. I think we still put up Firestarter. We bomb this meat so our front ranks don't get screwed over.
A slow dissection.
We got some resist there. That's unfortunate.
End.
Alright, I don't actually know it's stun resist. I've never tried to stun it. I normally don't have bounty hunters, so... I think I still do it. But also heal alternatively. I think we do whatever we can to rush.
Bravo.
That's perfectly fine. That's bad. Oh, that's very bad. Unfortunately, the turn didn't work out. Is it stare down? Well, Mark for Death does nothing, right? Now the question is, do we blind? Yeah, I think we just do damage. I think we do blind here. And I think we embolden here. Nice blind. Alright, we definitely spaghetti to get rid of the blind token. Over healing. Alright, we definitely want to heal this bleed to prevent any nonsense from happening. Well, that worked out pretty well. Still in pretty bad shape here, especially if we get hit here. That could be it. We basically got to get lucky here. Maybe we have to heal. I don't think we can afford to heal, though. Alright, we get lucky. That's our strat. This Vaughn is concerning, though. We're gonna have to survive some death door checks. That resist is really bad. Alright, no death's door is very good.
Suffering begins.
Double bleed is bad. I think I have to heal here. I'd like to heal here with the bleed. I think I have to death's door. Alright, this is a check actually. That's good. Alright, well, we survived. Now the question is, what do we do against the Deacon? And or the Cardinal. Alright, kitchen knives. I suppose those go on Bonnie. Because she has guaranteed crit. With Orphan, right? You... These don't work together, right? Like, I just get rid of this. I also don't like this. Alright, you can't actually use that. Should probably use the spike balls first. Alright, how much longer is this region? Alright, we go left side to do less road fights. Road fights are especially bad in this region. Cultist fights are pretty bad as well. Especially since we have no HP. If we have an option, I think I run. No matter what my HP is. Or no matter what my affinity is. One more road will be good. Alright, I guess we do this. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I don't know. I don't have a schedule yet. And I don't know. I'm probably going to be splitting my time between YouTube and Twitch when I do stream. But probably... I guess we rain. Probably Tuesdays.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are days I have open, available to stream if I wanted to. Alright, 13 of 13. That's a guaranteed kill? No, that's one off lethal. But spaghetti is helpful. Maybe we just ransack. Force you to be a bad person. That's a bad target. I think we go ahead and take the heal now. We have laudanum anyways, so we can heal if we need to. Alright, you are taking 6 a turn. That is certainly not fast enough. Could also stun alternatively. And you're only taking 4 turns, so we still need to deal with you. Alright, one spaghetti solves the problem. Even with bone weaving, right? Keep myself at 3. I think we go ahead and try and blind here. You are dead on your turn, correct? Double blinded. We definitely collect this bounty. The dot is good enough to kill. Actually getting some recovery out of a cultist fight. That's pretty good. Do we care about controlled burn? I don't know if I care about rolling on that. I think we just keep burning.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Although in this case we do. We don't need to do that though. Just need to finish him. Alright, good heal. Actually, basically full recovery.
Slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
And then we can stun, which ends the fight, essentially. Especially when we get that. So, some fights are worthwhile. And we can heal ourselves.
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
I also don't know what we do against the Exemplar. And also,
and be off
Quick reminder
once more.
is we lose Bounty Hunter at the end of this region. Obviously. I wonder what happens if I yellow a Sprawl. Because I want application chance trinkets, right? And extra burn trinkets. Think we go ahead and take the fight? I don't see any reason not to. Besides the fact that we might die. But dying, nothing wrong with dying. There's something wrong with going
Slow suffering
absolute dead
begins.
last. Go ahead and finish this off.
Early
Don't need the
results
nonsense happening.
encouraging.
Sure.
This is no time to falter.
All right, backdraft. 17 or 11 damage. Or we can try and kill here. Was probably a dumb move. Should have just backdrafted.
A small foundation of trust.
Try again to roll a decent number. We did not. We in fact did not roll a decent number. I think we still take the kill. They can do big damage.
Straightforward and effective.
Don't care about you getting stressed. Go ahead and use our anti-venom.
Welcome relief from caustic agony.
See, rain kills here. Of course, not for you. All right, that finishes off the fight. Go ahead and use our laudanum so we can equip another thing. I just like staying under 4 stress as often as possible. Alright, well, nothing else to do, so I guess theoretically we could stop,
We are the flame, burning brightly for all the world
But-
to see.
no mastery is a bit of a bummer. We don't need that much mastery, the way our team is constructed. Go ahead and use these. I kind of... Well, we've seen a hoarder already, right? I kind of want this assistance, so I don't have to spend all my money on food. I guess... What else could we see here?
Stumbling and grasping. Shadows of what they once were.
Alright, well, nice free fight. I love when I get free fights.
Malaise. measured.
Of course, the blight goes on the one that's already dead. Also, nice meltdown. Nice guaranteed meltdown. All right, well, ransack kill. Apparently, ransack will not kill.
A trifling matter.
See, the problem with
One pleasant
our
in the
team is,
extreme.
again, the cultists.
This work is noble.
With dodge, ruin the backdraft,
Necessary.
mag rain. Weird sort of build. Also, we need burn duration. I think we have to force Sprawl. I think we skip Sluice if Sprawl is an option. I'm going to take
Your
all,
coach is
reassess.
laden. You can carry no more.
Alright, do we want to produce contraptions? Maybe. Probably yes. Okay, there's a hoarder. I don't know what I actually want.
Madman's scrounging has
Probably
borne
save for a Sprawl hoarder. Wow, fight. That's a cool game. Nice clear road. Ghoul fight. Very cool. Very cool, sturdy, ordained ghoul. Nice meltdown. Alright, that's bad because that means we have to heal here, actually. That's like actively bad. Get more burn on you. That's probably not a play.
a small foundation of trust.
I don't even know if I can do this in 5 rounds. It's pretty questionable. I would like to blind, obviously, but
On to the next.
go ahead and get a 50-50 stun. Never stun feels bad. Alright, that helps. It definitely helps. Nice dodge plus.
Informants' insidious fears.
Dodge plus always helps. Keep raining.
Lethality writ
And that's bad because that
large.
means we actually lose our combo. It's fine, we still got our death's door check. I did not look there. That was a bad idea. Alright, -2 for no reason. Sometimes I wish there was like a prompt there.
Still lingers
I don't know if that'd be a
in some
good
of
idea, though.
these well-worn relics.
Because like I do that a lot. I just play too fast and end up missing things. Take -2 for no reason. Alright, you no longer need Blight. Alright, Deacon could be a problem. I missed out on money, right? Because I didn't get rid of this. Do I want any of this stuff? Probably this, actually. I probably do want that. I want burn salve. I kind of want this, but I think we get rid of that. All right, a few misplays, which is not good with this type of team. Cardinal could cause a lot of problems if it's Cardinal. We should be able to get a good backdraft, though, if we get Deacon, right? Guess it all depends on the setup. Yeah, we should be... I won't say we're fine. I see a couple meltdowns in our future. We definitely spaghetti. That's not even... I think we do our fire starter thing. If we miss here, that's kind of bad, but that's bad too. I think we do our fire starter thing. No laudanum hurts. Could be stare down. That's high debuff resist though. I think I just strip token.
Squandered.
Now the question. Don't think I do anything yet. Oh my god, the resist is bad. That's a really bad resist. Can kill with backdraft though still, right? Kill Cherub at least. Actually, with that order, I guess maybe we still do with crit. I'm not good at doing backdraft in my head. I don't think it's got to be a stun. Right. That should secure our kill. Interesting set of options there. Are we offering here? Even with the blind? Because the altar is dead on their turn. Oh, that's bad setup. Oh, that's bad. Alright, well. I think I keep burning. Yeah, we definitely need application here.
Anxiety foments insidious fears.
Well, at least this guarantees a crit. Guess we ounce. Probably should have ounced earlier. Alright, I can't afford a Sundering to Death Storm me there.
What a welcome.
So we gotta use the bandage. Alright, smoke screen's probably the best option here. It's unfortunate. I guess he's got high debuff resist. I don't know why I was like, oh yeah, that's the best option. Just pretend that debuff resist doesn't exist. Doesn't really make sense to heal, but also nothing else there makes sense, so... Maybe it should have been the burn. I didn't realize we could bottom roll there. That was a bad...
Dragged back from the brink.
Oh, that's really bad. That is super bad. Alright, well, we're in really bad shape again. But we're through. It's as farther than I thought the team would make. Roast Pig is very good. Merchant Seal is very good. We just have to figure out our order. We didn't even use that many combat items. Probably should have. Alright, we don't need these anymore. We'll toss them. Alright, I think we skipped the sluice, assuming... I think we will be offered Sprawl. Or no. I think I was offered Sprawl last time. Yeah. So we will be able to get our sluice. Which sluice is very dangerous, but... very good for... very helpful for... getting money. I suppose.
Lower your guard.
River Song is amazing.
Soften your gaze. It is safe here.
Lazy Eye is horrible. Don't care. This is actually kind of not a great trophy for us.
As vital to survival
Because we have
as
low base
sharpened
HP.
steel.
Alright, we did get offered... Backcountry is awful, but I've got a Force Sprawl.
Cities burn. All that beauty and knowledge. Ash on the wind.
Alright, what are we being offered here? Minus 50% trinket prices, by the way. No trinkets for sale. Alright, where are you at with relationships? 8, 12, 13. I think we still use playing cards. It's kind of up in there whether playing cards are actually good. Alright, apparently playing cards are the worst thing ever invented. Alright, we have 2.
Precious
I mean, we have to buy food, right?
remind us of a time before the end.
Unfortunately, not a lot of options for food. I think I gotta buy candles and chocolate. I'm not even gonna look to see if it's necessary. I'm just gonna assume it's necessary. Alright, you're all good on relationships for now. You still need Alhazred and Paracelsus. Alright, you got it there. Alright, you got to YOLO this now. Damn! Just off. So we got a 5%er we're going to roll. Going to roll on this 5%er. It's also 5% in another way, but let's be honest. You never get positive things happening. Hemophobic is good. Thing is, this is also a decent removal, and it removes stress. That perfects our stress heal, almost. Doesn't matter. It didn't happen either way. Alright, we're not doing the librarian. We know that for a fact. That is a confirmed thing. Alright, do you want burn resist? I don't know if you actually want burn resist, but you're gonna get it.
Listen. Practice.
Alright,
Improve.
well, we use ransack a lot, so that's a clear, obvious upgrade. Controlled burn is also a very good upgrade. Glint is our only attack. Dead of Night is a stress heal. I think I actually upgrade weird. That's a little weird. Probably want construction too. This is pretty good. Alright, Runaway is fully stocked up. It could be Pirouette. It could be Repartee. It's probably not Repartee right now. I'm leaning between... Chaotic and Ounce. Chaotic is 5% damage on you. I don't even like Ounce. Be right back. I forget which one is
Aspiration
neutral.
unites the hopeful.
I think it's great. Alright. We're good on relationships then?
Tried and tested. A bond to be counted on.
Sure. None of this really matters. None of this really matters. Alright. Setting the stage. Because this run is complicated. We are doing a random party, random skills run, as said by the title. We selected the party using the random party button,
Behold,
and every single skill was selected.
Great cities of man, ruined and aflame.
That's not the greatest setup. Every single skill was randomly selected using a dice roller, so we have a very awkward team. We have our Orphan Runaway. We're doing kind of a backdraft build, backdraft fire starter, controlled burn. We've got a Grave Robber that does nothing, Glint in the Dark, and Pirouette. But I don't actually use Pirouette because she has no way to move forward again. Along with Repartee, Dead of Night, Absinthe. This is the big liability in the team. We have a respectable Warlock. These are like 4 core Warlock skills, and Malediction just exists. Then we have our Physician, Plague Doctor, no attacks whatsoever. It's basically all about Mag Rain, which we have a favorite toy. So we know for a fact we're going to this Hoarder. We know for a fact that these question marks are not cultist encounters, which are a bit scary, although we've conquered them so far. Our goal for this region, we have our trophy in tow. We do not fare well against the Librarian. Our goal is to get through this final region as quick as possible. We want to pick up healing salves, mostly healing salves, potentially trinkets. I mean, we're here because we want burn trinkets. We want application chance on Paracelsus. We want duration on Paracelsus in order to get bigger backdrafts. So we definitely go to this Hoarder. That's a guarantee. Question marks are not it, honestly. All right, so the question is, does it matter if we go to this? I don't think it matters if we go to this watchtower. I think we avoid this one road fight because we do have a chance to run away from the cultist encounter, right? In the encounters. We also gain. So yeah, we definitely go to the Hoarder, and then we keep following the left-hand path. We want to avoid as many road fights as possible. We avoid this fight to go to a question mark. We have to go to the hospital. Hopefully we can retain enough money for that to be useful. And then that's where it gets a little bit dicey. I'll probably go to the lair, do one lair round. That's probably safer than taking a road, which could theoretically be a shambler. I don't think this team does well against... This team doesn't do well against anyone, honestly. Basically, avoiding fights. Picking up loot where we can. We don't necessarily have to avoid, like, every fight, but... The hell is this thing? I always forget. I don't really want to quirk. I need to memorize the academic studies. I know a handful of them, like the really good ones. Academic studies are not my favorite either way. Even the good ones. Wouldn't mind a cultist trinket, of course. We have to take the fight either way. We're not really doing that bad against cultists lately. I guess the last region we had Bounty Hunter instead of this moron. This complete and utter useless joke. I kind of want to target here so I can backdraft here. Basically want to mag rain. Set up mag rain this turn. Sort of an awkward setup. First trumpet. Well, evangelists are dangerous too, but they are also... Nice dodges. Alright, you are not dead on your turn. First trumpet, of course. Not a surprise. It could be just open absinthe, because like basically you're just biding time. You actually don't do anything ever. I guess you're not biding time. Alright, this in conjunction with spaghetti kills. Alright, is that enough to get a heal in? Yes, it is.
A calculated generosity. What a welcome one.
Alright, backline instead. This is not taken care of. I guess we can glint there. Now we start dealing with the front line.
And effective.
Uh-huh. I got that smoke screen up. That's very good. How much is chaotic now that we're 7? Ooh, that's kind of tough. Go ahead and rain. Rain's actually awkward because we get rid of stuff. That's actually kind of bad. Let's go ahead and get this up. Oh yeah, that's going to be a Giga Nuke. Crit 51 is very, very casual. Damn, you took all that horror stress. It's pretty nasty. 13 damage, 50% of the time. Good enough, honestly.
A deliberate and methodical.
We get a speed roll here.
of harm.
Good place to pirouette. Guaranteed death's door.
Excellent work.
Fair enough. Thank you for the follow, by the way.
We are the flame.
Again, I
burning brightly
am
for all
primarily a
the world to
YouTuber.
see.
But I want to start streaming. Mix of streaming on what's pretty good. My audience is obviously on YouTube, so streaming there makes sense, but also it'd be nice to expand on another platform so my eggs aren't all on YouTube. Wait, I think you actually would benefit from some burn resist. That actually guarantees burn resist. It's pretty good. This is still good. That's still good. Should probably equip laudanum on somebody. Just in case. Alright, Hoarder is the moment of truth. We do get reduced prices. We don't need any of the fancy trinkets, honestly. Looking for application chance and duration would be the ideals.
He struggles to decide what is real, holding back fits of laughter and
Right.
tears.
Interesting choices here. 48 and 56 is exact. The question is that good? I think I'm ruling out Swig. Swig's good, but we don't have a way to get there right now. I think I want application chance. You're not that slow, are you? Right? I think we take our application chance. We could also take Raven's Reach alongside it. And then we take damage for Bonnie. I think we just take damage for Bonnie. I think those are acceptable choices. Pipeweed's
A bit
good.
of comfort on the road to damnation.
How far are we from the hospital? Oh, we're going right into a hospital. All right. Then I don't bother with anything else. All right, we're getting rid of healing because I still like this blight chance with Magrain. We give you this little bit of extra damage to go with your Orphan and your crit backdraft. Alright, so this changes up our strategy. We can actually take a much safer route now. Can actually go a long time without a fight. It's kind of bad at 5 stress, but like I said, this team is not good, so any sort of
She weeps.
like a well-constructed team never has problems in road fights or other fights like that. I think I gotta remove Lazy Eye. Is it herbs or is it a triage kit? Because I don't think I'm not going to that other hospital now.
To be prepared.
We also, we are getting a cache. But remember, we need food as well. There's a lot of things to consider. TBH. I do know I skipped the hospital though. I'm like 90% certain that's the correct option. Even with the...
purpose.
Alright, Griddle is obviously dead. I'm never using that again. Never using that again. This is dead. This is dead. Should probably put on burn salve. Damn, they all want to go to the fight. I mean, we have enough... It's actually not a terrible idea. I wouldn't have done it except I think a stress heal is a good idea. We have to face one more road fight and maybe we do this. I don't entirely mind a fight. Because if we can get loot, we can get some relics, we can purchase some stuff from the hospital.
Your path lies
The second
through
hospital.
them, and so they must fall.
Alright, 50-50 we run. I actually do like running with no positive benefits. The problem is even with application chance here, we're still pretty rough. Unfortunately, we were taking 3 extra fights. Maybe not worth it. That might have been a bad play. It probably was a bad play. Taking this road. Yeah, like these fights are brutal. %25 chance. So 125 plus all this. Eyes closed is fine there. The 50s are okay.
Collaboration confers advantage.
I think we got an offering here. Actually, spaghetti's not bad. It is if you bottom roll, but... Yeah, 75% chance for most of these. Alright, you're dead in 2. Alright, that's very bad. Alright, you're dead on your turn. So that's a guaranteed kill if we can hit. That's a guaranteed death's door. And then we offering in there. Problem is this is 50-50. Yo, the Nox General. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in on a very scuffed random party, random skills run. The problem is this gets rid of our crit. I think I just like getting rid of this.
Stupendous.
Yeah, I have a lot of hours in this game. I have 1,600 hours, so I basically do a lot of really stupid stuff. Because otherwise, I would lose my mind playing this game. So how'd your run go? I'm assuming you were Darkest Dungeoning? Yeah, we're in Region 4. This is a total random party team. All their skills randomly selected with a random number generator. And we're on our way to the mountain. Like our Plague Doctor does not have any attacks. I think we just ounce of prevention here.
Cooperation is the key.
How long have you been away? You've been away since before the
Steady yourself.
what was it, the Altar of Hope update? Where they did all this stuff? Alright. I actually want to kill here. Actually. Yeah, I want to kill here before they have a chance to ignite. So we go ahead and do that.
The smallest variable can make
Oh,
all
2019. 2019 was Darkest Dungeon 1. Because this came out 2021. Right? Darkest Dungeon 2. Yeah, it's been a year and a half since early access started here.
Blaze the trail to your redemption.
Yeah. And we are now 2 months away, almost exactly 2 months away. That actually wasn't too bad. I chose a lot of fights, a path with a billion fights, so I could go to this hospital.
Centuries of human learning and achievement ruined by riot.
But I think we need like max healing salves if we want to win this. So we're going to go ahead and got a nice laudanum stack. I forgot I got laudanum. All right, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the follow. If I ever see you on, I'll check you out. I was like finding new Darkest Dungeon streamers. Again, for anyone from his chat, I am mostly a YouTuber. I post new content every day, guides, all sorts of nonsense. Not really nonsense. Guides and full runs. Basically doing weird challenges. And we are actually have a chance here. Alright, what do we want? I don't really think I bother with restorative herbs. I think I just save my money. We've got all the restorative herbs we really want. Alright, I'm going to put on these burn heals. The goal is to save all these for the final act boss, assuming we can get there. Let's see, 1 fight, 2 fight, 3, 4, 5. 5 fights before the exemplar.
To profit in destruction.
Potentially less. If we can get these fights, these are okay. Alright, we want to kill here first if we can. Man, I don't think I've ever used Glint in the Dark. At least not for since launch, probably. Nice crit. That was a pretty juicy crit.
Are encouraging.
I don't think I mind artillerying here into the riposte.
This is no time to falter.
We have enough HP to play with. We got to go into it sometime, so.
A slow suffering begins.
All right, we go ahead and rain. That's good stuff there. Rain really doesn't play well with Dead of Night, but what are you going to do? All right, so 12 is our crit. That doesn't actually do anything. Of course, that doesn't do anything either. I think we just keep ransacking here. Could also backdraft. Doesn't really do anything. It's not a good backdraft. We have the bumper crop trophy, the baby's trophy, so it's the reason we have so much HP, and I'm not very worried about taking damage or anything. Not in fights like these. Alright, crit will kill here, right? Alright, this should be a kill. We don't really have any room to heal. Like I said, if we can just get these fights, these easy road fights, we'll be good. Could get some stuff from academic studies.
Rummage through the shelves.
It's pretty unlikely.
Echoes of indistinct ideas.
All right, Plague Doctor relationships. What's your status? Guess it doesn't matter. We were doing good on relationships. We're kind of middling now.
The avatars of oblivion. Clergy of the spreading stain.
Ooh, late road fight into the cultist. I'm hopeful we can skip the cultist. That would be ideal. And I'm hopeful we don't get her ladyship here. Which we did, of course. It's always her ladyship. I'm not actually sure where I want to target first. Her ladyship's a big problem. I mean, this is all a big problem.
Collaboration confers advantage.
We still do the rain thing. Your burn resist goes up. I forgot about that. So we're really only burning... Wow, we didn't even get the burn there. That was unlucky. Alright, that's fine. So we're in pretty bad shape now. Especially if he's going to do that every turn. I don't know what the odds are of him using that attack, but... Well, that's really unlucky too. Alright, we're in very bad shape now. Or at least we can not kill there. Pretty close though. It's enough to get the kill here. I don't know why I didn't heal. It was not an ideal move. think we got a blind. Right, that is very bad. Should still be fine. We'll just have to go with the double here. I keep forgetting to use my burn heal salve. This is going to be a problem here. We're getting closer to solving the fight, though.
Comes rarely in these times.
It's also only a 5-round fight, so we're actually not going to win this fight. Oh, that's bad. That might be run. All right, that's run.
He will drift among the stars.
We couldn't really... I guess we could have burn salved him when he got... Well, we didn't get taunted until later. I feel like we had the Chaotic Offering. But I don't really think there's much you can do there. I kind of wanted to try this team against the boss, but it was not to be. Kind of awkward after 2 raids, but this was a bit ambitious. 5 random skills, full random party. Most of the time you're going to get a better party than this, I think. Because we really only had 1 hero that was good. I guess we can't chaotic. I guess we have to heal the burn before we do Chaotic Offering. Although I guess he probably dies either way. Because that was a crit 29. With the burn, because he's going to get burned again, I guess. Definitely different way to play this. And also, we went to the hospital. We picked up 3 healing salves in exchange for doing 4 extra road fights. I think that was actually a bad decision on my part. Anyway. That means we're very bad on this patch. We're 14-3, but again, 14-3 is fine with the amount of dumb runs we've done. Not like it really matters.